Football League. 2 games went down yesterday for Doma United. They were in fine form, of course. They got that 1-0 victory over Plateau United. John, Doma United, since the start of the season, they've been in a terrific form, and some thought they were going to be lying at the bottom of the table or somewhere in the relegation zone, but that is not the case for Doma.
Yeah, I mean, Doma started very well this season. Look at the way they've been, playing. Look at the style of play, employed by the coach. You also look at the managerial part of it. They've been very, very solid. I always say that if the administrative part is running well, obviously, you see it, on the pitch, and you see, the results, coming out as a result of some of the, administrative, functions, doing well. And that's exactly what has happened to teams like Remo and Co. Doma United is a privately owned club, and I must say that the privately owned club this season, they've done very well for themselves. I mentioned Remo, I mentioned Doma United, and other teams as well. So for Doma United, just like you mentioned, a lot of persons predicted at the start of the season that Doma should be within the relegation zone, fighting for their life. But that's not the case. They started very well, and they are racking points at home. The most important thing in the Nigerian Premier League is to ensure that you rack up all the points you need at home. Then maybe away from home, you can get a draw, or even probably win. Even if you lose, you know that you have more points at home. But for some other big boys, it's not the case. So for Doma, I've been quite impressed with the performance so far this season. They've even gone to giant houses, and they've been able to grab results there. It tells you that it's a team that is willing to stay. Of course, I know that their ambition is not to qualify for the Confederations Cup or for the CAF Champions League. I'm sure their ambition is to stay afloat, in the Premier League. So for Doma, fantastic one for them. We have other concerns. There are teams like Rivers United who haven't started the season very well. They've been very, very poor home and away. I remember the Confederations Cup will be starting very soon. Will be starting very soon, and they are not getting results. Is it when they go, outside, outside Nigeria to go and play teams, in Nigeria, in Baghdad or wherever, and you come home, you have another, game in the weekend. Now that you have all the time, you've not started playing weekend games, midweek games, you're not getting results. So what is the guarantee that when you start going to the continent, there's every chance that you'll be able to get results? So not too good for them. And let me quickly mention, for a team like Bendel Insurance, fantastic for them. I remember last season, they started very well, and they were able to, at least, get results. So hopefully, maybe teams like Rivers and Doma, can find a way.
Yeah, point shared for Benin Insurance. They did play against Kwara United. That game ended 2-2, and 4 goals in a Nigeria Premier Football League game. It means glory days are back for NPFL. We're beginning to see the goals, because if you don't score goals, fans do not get to enjoy football games, especially in the Nigeria Premier Football League. For Benin Insurance, I think they continue from where they left it off last season, and they've been quite consistent.
Yeah, I agree with you completely. Bendel, maybe last season, not many thought that they were going to actually, make it to the NPFL this season. But it was just the story for them, and they've started like should I say like a house on fire. They started very well. They've been able to get all the required results, or the points they need to get at home, then going away to also, pick up a draw. I think the same thing for Kwara too, maybe not too badly. But I'm just happy that things are really shaping up in the NPFL. Just like mentioned, 4 goals, the away team scoring 2 goals, which is not, really is not something we see every weekend. So I'm happy, and also the officiating has been very, very fantastic. Udoka, we must also mention that they are really doing very well in the Nigerian Premier League when it comes to officiating. We can see difference from this season and last season. I think if the officiating continues like this, then we can enjoy our own football.
All right, we'll get to enjoy our own football if the officiating continues to be quite consistent and of good behavior. Let me put it that way. All right, let's go straight to the games to go down today. Still talking about the Nigeria Premier Football League. For Akwa United, they'll be in action. They will be taking on Remo Stars, and that'll be a tough one for Akwa United, playing against a team who has been in fine form. Bayelsa United will be up against Sunshine Stars. Enugu Rangers will battle it out with Katsina United. Enyimba will take on Lobi Stars. Gombe United versus Niger Tornadoes. Rivers United versus Abia Warriors. Shooting Stars will take on Kano Pillars. Sporting Lagos will be at home as they welcome Heartland of Owerri. Let's talk about Sporting Lagos before we leave the Nigeria Premier Football League. It's been a long time we've seen a team, let me use that word, swag, a team that's got swag in the NPFL, from the way they play to the fans who come to watch them, to the publicity of how Sporting Lagos present themselves. It's been top-notch for me. I don't know if you have the same opinion, John.
Yes, I mean, I quite agree with you on that. because Sporting Lagos, yes, they give us all the vibes. Let me use that word, vibes. Get to the stadium, you get they get an A-list artist come to perform at the stadium, and they've been able to bring both young and adults together, to come and watch NPFL. Something we've not seen in a very long time, especially in Lagos. But now they've been able to add a lot of spice to it, and there's a whole lot of package for anyone who comes into the stadium. So I quite agree with you. But maybe results have also not been going their way so far this season. Yeah, they've had one or two good results, but I'm sure that at the start of the season, I heard when the chairman of the club came out and said that, oh, this season, yeah, they want to be among the best, they want to compete with the best. I'm sure their aim and their goal this season is to actually make it, to the at least Confederations Cup. But so far, it's not been like that. Sporting Lagos have struggled, especially away from home. Even at home, they've not really been getting the desired result. Yeah, you can say it's just maybe 10 or 11 games into the season, but I believe that Sporting Lagos can still make it. No, don't let me say make it. I need to be very careful with this prediction I'm trying to make. Let me just say that Sporting Lagos will stay in the Premier League.
All right, so we'll see how that turns out for Sporting Lagos. I mean, I'm torn, mixed feelings for me today because I'm in Lagos, Sporting Lagos plays in Lagos, and they'll be playing against my state of origin, heartland of Owerri from Imo State. So I don't even know where to tilt towards now. If I say heartland will win, the Lagos fans will come for me. If I say Sporting Lagos will win, the fans right there in Owerri will come for me. So
you want to sit on the fence?
Yeah, may the best team win.
Okay.
Let's put it that way.